好花不常开，好景不常在。愁对解笑眉，泪洒相思带。今宵离别后，何日君再来？喝完了这杯，轻轻点小手。
So, our story starts off with Nick and Rachel who are happily in love at a coffee shop in New York. Nick says to Rachel, "Hey, we should go to my friend Colin's wedding in Singapore." And to this, Rachel responds, maybe. I don't know your family. It might be awkward. After some contemplation, Rachel ultimately decides to go. When they board the airplane, Rachel finds out that Nick is able to afford a private suite, which is quite suspicious. They eventually arrive in Singapore and meet up with Colin and Arminta, the bride and groom. The next day, Rachel goes to visit her old college friend, Peek Lin, who is also very wealthy. At her house, Peek Lin's dad realizes who Rachel's boyfriend really is. Rachel learns that Nick Young's family is actually really, and I mean really, rich. Rachel is very surprised and is shooketh, but she decides to act natural. Later, she attends a Tanhui flower blossoming party at Nick's grandmother's house. There, she gets ridiculed by Nick's mother and feels very uncomfortable in their fancy house, and the fact that Nick's family doesn't really like her. When Rachel attends Arminta's bachelorette party, she gets bullied by the other girls who assume that Rachel is a gold digger. She feels very attacked. After that, she confides with Peek Lin, and Peek Lin tells her to just grow some balls and ignore the haters. Rachel decides to stick up for herself, and with the help of her other friends, she finds a really fire outfit to wear to Colin's wedding. Colin and Arminta's wedding is super fancy. There's like water flowing on the floor, and Arminta walks down the aisle like whoosh. And at the same time that happens, Rachel and Nick make eye contact and realize how much they really love each other. Then we all swoon over how perfect they both look. However, just when the audience begins to think that nothing can break up our beloved couple, Nick's mother finds out that Rachel's father isn't actually dead. She then uses this information against Rachel. Rachel is furious that Nick's mother would overstep like this, and she takes off to Peek Lin's house. She has a quick cry session at her house and decides that enough is enough, and boards an airplane to go back to New York. Suddenly, just when all hope is lost, we see Nick on the airplane as well. He chases after Rachel saying, "Wait, Rachel, I love you, girl. My mom approved of us and gave me the family ring. Will you marry me?" Aww, and this is when we all start crying because our one true pair is finally together at last. The end.